hope we get a bit more time together before the end. Until next time, Mo. No! I didn't get to tell him! Ugh. It's not fair. I didn't get to tell him. I could have spent that time talking to Winnie. I'm so sad and mad. I wanted to tell him the thing. Oof. God damn it. That sucks. Oh well. Oh well. Day 11. And my bangs are not cooperating anymore. They were earlier. Gosh darn it. Good morning, Mo. Did you enjoy your time in the mountains last night? It was okay. Oh, I see. It was no easy task to replicate that environment, so I hoped you would enjoy it more. I did not, because I'm mad that I didn't get to tell him the thing I wanted to tell him. Well, our time is getting more and more precious. Please come see me in the core as soon as possible. Gosh, dilly darn it. Since you shut down the terraforming fields yesterday, I've already read changes in the atmosphere. I think it's working, but I still think time is against us, so here are the tasks we need accomplished now. Since Tower E was destroyed, we only have one area left in the comms relay. It's Hub Tower. I'd like you to investigate it. And since our efforts to collect fuel at the Caves refinery were unsuccessful, we'll have to head to the research lab. Finally, the Agrodome's dormitory is still somewhat intact, and I need you to see if the staff ever found a cure for the food supply. I know things have been somewhat grim, but we have to push on. Head to the shuttle bay and plot a course to get started. Well, listen, I'd just rather we not go back there. I mean, if we don't need to. Just please, for now, let's focus on the comms relay, the Agrodomes, and the caves. Really, it's just better if we get moving. Head to the shuttle bay. That's so sad. He doesn't want to go back to the medical station. That poor guy. Poor little AI. I'm doing pretty good now, Disney. Thank you. Yeah. Guess we'll go to the caves first. I guess. You've reached the research lab. That's where energy-specific R&D took place over the last 16 years. Since the lab was first built, we have made significant gains finding new uses, processes, and efficiencies for the crystal harvested here. Jean's note suggested that if we're to find any usable fuel for the escape ship, it would be here. Somehow, though, I suspect it won't be as straightforward as that. It seems like it never is with that man. Ain't that the damn truth, son? Aw, thank you, Disney. It's nice of you to say. The various labs are contained within 4 color code nodes. To read each node, you can use the transport platform in front of you. That big dome in front of you is the main research core. It's a special chamber that is sealed, lined, and monitored to prevent disasters. Let's look around and see if we can figure out how to get it open. Okay, so I am trying to... So I am trying to basically let a disaster happen then, because I'm trying to open the damn thing. Yeah, great, okay. The maglev platform can go right to the blue labs or left to the red labs. Okay, wait. Let's do the blue, I guess. First, maybe, yes. When you're done looking around there, you can return to the transport platform and travel to another node. Cool. Okay. Can't look at that. You've reached the Common Lab. It was used by all the researchers for various general tasks. Looks like it's in quite a state. Yeah, that's for damn sure. Look at this. Hello. It's almost 1 a.m. for you? Dang. I'm in Cali, so it's almost 10 p.m. now. I'm afraid you found another corpse. This one belongs to R&D engineer Abra Dombrowski. I would surmise she was trapped in that room for some time. It's difficult to ascertain, but she likely either starved to death or was asphyxiated by a steadily decreasing supply of oxygen. Either way would have been horrible. There is a single note still legible near the body. It reads, "Goodbye, Themba." Sad. Okay, well that sucked. Okay, let me get out of here then. Over here. This shelf is incredibly tidy and very work-focused. There isn't anything on it that is ornamental or non-essential. Miss Ivanovic seems to have created her own tracking system and a predictive models for waste management, in addition to the routines I controlled. The shelf contains several collections of hard copy notes and projections, as well as contingency plans for alternative methods of waste reduction and redirection. God damn. This was the research station that Director of Waste Management Themba Ivanovic used during her time there. Her terminal is inoperable, but the desk looks very organized. Logs indicate that she had a particularly difficult job, especially once the drones began to malfunction and resources became more constrained. That waste receptacle was used to burn something. Your scan indicates traces of cotton and synthetic fibers as well as paper, likely as a type of kindling. You can probably still see bits of whatever was burned in there. I'm picking up round, fluffy curls or something. Aw, they like burned paper and I'm assuming hair by what the curl fluffy stuff is. Here. That's a physical edition of The Tale of Peter Rabbit by Beatrix Potter. It's not an original printing, but still quite valuable. Ah, there's a password. Never mind. Sticky note. The ink is faded, but there's something scrawled on that old standard issue office note. Password equals fave things, smiley face. Okay. Well, she has a book that's about Peter Rabbit, and she has a bunny there, so maybe it's bunny or rabbit or something. Let's try. Let's try bunny first. No? Okay, how about rabbit? No? But look, there's so much bunny stuff everywhere. The book is The Tale of Peter Rabbit. That was the book that I just picked up and looked at. Miss Dombrowski's shelf is in stark contrast to Miss Ivanovic's. It is overflowing with stuffed animals, figures, souvenirs, and handmade crafts. Apparently Miss Dombrowski was quite a, well, how would you put it, collector. How very diplomatic of you. It is a wonder Miss Dombrowski even managed to bring this many personal effects with her when she traveled from Earth. You have that book? That's cool. I remember reading it when I was younger. This is a childlike painting of a carrot inside a fairly ornate frame. Seriously? Am I supposed to put the entire thing? Okay, so it was plural rabbits. Good work. I have access to Miss Dombrowski's private terminal now. There are bits of research she was doing for Jean on energy transportation. It seems one of the major issues the team was having was with storing energy in smaller containers without increasing volatility. Can't even say that word. It's curious that was never really a priority for the colony. I wonder just what exactly this new research was really for. In any case, I've sent a security request from this terminal to try and open up the core. Really? We've got the research data regarding storing this improved energy source. That will help make the escape ship safer. Let's see what else we can find so we can gain access to the core. Dang it, I have to do that 3 more times? Really? 3 more times? Yellow labs. Okay, Fear. Please insert boot disk to continue. Okay. Need a boot disk. Miss Jacobson's research spilled onto that table as well. It's covered with notes and, oh, what's this? There's a somewhat blurry printed photograph among the papers. It looks to be of R&D engineer Bin Nigyan. In it, he's smiling at his desk. Okay. These containers are designed to slowly mix multiple elements in a controlled environment. The notes besides each all indicate that none of the various experiments were successful. Well, that fucking sucks. Like bad. That pile of faded handwritten notes is very difficult to make out. However, I believe the sentiment within indicates frustration. The only complete segment I can reconstruct says, "They're not helping. This isn't going to work. I don't want to die here." Well, that's sad. Yeah, happy early Thanksgiving. I can't believe that it's almost the end of 2016. The years just keep going by faster and faster. I see you found the research lab's break room. I wouldn't touch any of the food there. There's no telling what it's been exposed to. Actually, I can tell you exactly. Your suit is picking up all sorts of data. Do you want to know? Sure. There are over 400 dangerous substances and trace elements that, on second thought, it's probably best not to worry about it. Thanks, AI. Thanks. Colonists would relax there during breaks on ships. It appears someone was using it quite frequently. Yes, indeed. Oh. It's a standard food processor. It's quite broken down, though, and probably hasn't been active in years. You are definitely drowning in noodles. Lots of the noodles. Birthday cards. Those look like old cards given to various coworkers in the years prior to the collapse. One says, "Happy birthday, Abra," and features some kind of furry animal. Its date is January 11th, 2033. Exactly. Disney, exactly. Another has some sort of geometric minimalist design and says, "Happy birthday, Themba." Its date is May 13th, 2029. The third looks a little generic, as if less effort was put into it. "Happy birthday, Beth." The date on it is August 2nd, 2034. Okay, those are going to be important, those dates, eventually. I never did understand humans' obsession with printed reading material. That rack has many hot printed magazines and periodicals. Some crafty colonists snuck news data through the Earth transmissions and then used a printing device to create physical copies. I imagine for some it was heartening to read stories from Earth, but the transmissions would have been 23 Earth years old. Even with hyperspace travel reducing transmission delivery time by 75%, that is a large gap, and that information wouldn't be at all useful. What do you think about this? Sad. Humans do have a tendency to take actions that cause them grief, which seems counterintuitive. I mean, I can't really argue with that. I do shit like that all the time. Okay. Am I not? There we go. Hi, Ice. How are you? Momo simply. Welcome back, Michelle. How was the gaming? Are you gonna plan something specific? I might be spending Thanksgiving with my mom at her job with the elderly, but if not, then I'm just gonna be at home by myself. What are you reading? I am reading the text of this game. It looks like some of the colonists constructed an old-fashioned arcade machine from spare materials, since, though, it's been used for parts. Okay. Food processor. Machine. You got carried. Well, so long as you were having fun, though. Like, if you had fun, that's all that matters. Check this out. You got some nice guns, Ice. Nice guns. Hey, there wasn't nothing here. I think I need to go to the blue labs, or is it the green labs? No, I was already here. Yellow labs. Well, I'm glad you had fun, Michelle. And then we're gonna go to the green labs. That's the one I want. Okay, Ice, thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you have a wonderful night. Let's go to the green labs. Yeah, definitely, Michelle. Look at that. Holograms. Likely some kind of research projection. The data pad was left to process small-scale energy simulations, but a software error stalled its progress. There's just a bit of battery left. There's an audio log recorded by Mr. Brennan. I'll transcribe it for you. Prioritization of the new energy source Jean and I are working on is proving difficult. However, thanks to the program simulations here, I've come to a conclusion. 1. Because of time constraints, energy efficiency is the most important factor. We need to keep power as long as possible. 2. The next most important factor is compatibility. We need to be able to use this with existing systems. 3. Sadly, given the circumstances, safety is the last priority. That's the end of the log. Great. Great. Anything I can do with the holograms? No? Really? What's this? There's an error message. It reads, please complete simulation sequence to continue. It looks like we'll need to complete whatever the simulation sequence is. Maybe you can try the hologram machines in that room. The table is currently projecting a materials degradation simulation. Do you want to change it? No. No. Hold on. Data pad. 1. Energy. 2. Compatibility. 3. Safety. Okay. Alright. What is this? An energy efficiency. Yes. Materials degradation. Change it. Compatibility. Change it. Power. No, hold on. Energy efficiency. No, hold on. Okay. Safety. Change it. Energy. Yes. So, no, we want to keep that. This one needs to go to yellow. Yes. Safety. Okay. No. And then the middle one was compatibility. Okay. Compatibility. Let's change it. No. Really? Do I have to do it the opposite? Damn it. Okay. No, that stays. No. There we go. Okay. Just how I did the opposite way. I think you've done it. That seems to be the correct sequence. Access the terminal. Okay, we're in. It looks like Mr. Brennan's work was really showing progress. He seemed to have found ways to speed up Jean's efforts. Normally, with the production of energy from the mind crystals, there is a certain amount of untapped energy because of inefficiencies in the workflow and whatnot. The simulations show that Mr. Brennan was able to minimize these inefficiencies, though the risks for doing so were beyond safety protocols. This should mean a more concentrated, longer-lasting energy source, perfect for the escape ship. But where is the result of the research? Well, for now, I've sent a security request from Mr. Brennan's account to provide us access to the core. Okay, you'll be a rosy maple moth as a companion through the game. Your skills will be Madagascar Sunset, hypnotize enemies and stun them. Oleander Hawk, you send an army of monsters to attack enemies. Lime Hawk, calls yourself and can't be hit. Death Side kills enemies. That sounds incredible, Michelle. Hell yeah. I'm so down for that. We've secured the research data for improving the efficiency of the new energy source. That will help the escape ship operate longer. Let's see what else we can find so we can gain access to the core. Yas. Okay, let's go to this one now. That's the on-site sleeping quarters for the researchers. Okay. There are dozens of photos and pictures of cute animals inside that locker. It looks like Abra Dombrowski's locker. There's also a photo of Miss Dombrowski smiling with her arm around Themba Ivanovic, who looks somewhat annoyed. Underneath the photo is a printed label with some markings I don't understand. Aww. Aww. Yeah, it sounds like you really did your research, Michelle, of moths. Thank you. Whoever last used that bed did not make it when they left. Yeah, I feel like that was the least of their concerns, bro. That portable data pad has a significant collection of personal media for Director Waste Management Themba Ivanovic. Music, photos, notes, and a series of logs. Here's an entry that might be of some interest. What makes this all even worse is that I could die in here surrounded by idiots. Gene's mad quest to speed up energy development will kill us all. He is determined, but his increasing time demands makes things dangerous. That idiot Dombrowski is increasingly useless, distracted by her stuffed friends. I gave her a little incentive to refocus. There's another entry here you should see. Gene's work is hopeless. Nguyen and the rest are fools for sticking around this long. I know we'll never get the help we need. We're a write-off now. I'm getting out of here. Well, that sucks. Shit. Like, shit literally hit the fan. So, Red Labs. Okay. Debris here. Okay. Scan. Welcome back, Fear. Those notes are highly complex predictive models for the stability of energy in various forms. Amazing that they're all handwritten. There's a small printed photograph stuck on one of the paper sheets, though it's been torn in two. It looks like a photo of a woman with dark shoulder-length hair. She's wearing a lab coat. Her face is unfortunately cut off. Jeez Louise. This table contains heaps of dusty notebooks. Mr. Nguyen must have been frantically working in there. The faded handwriting on one note reads, "Now that she's gone, how will I find the strength to help Jean? Are we truly doomed?" It also says, "I'm the only one who remembers her birthday, so I know no one else will get access." Oh. It's the system's boot disk for terminal, probably uses a backup. A yellow letter B is written on the label in marker. Score! And I know what he means by that letter. Mr. Nugent apparently kept several external backup drives. They're all connected to an emergency power unit, which is now inoperable. With core systems down and without my help to run routines, this lab probably had to rely on whatever was available. Never mind. I know where to go, though, for that. This terminal's local storage has been severely damaged. Okay. Green labs. Where was the one that could read the stuff? This was not it. No, it's just here. I know. Okay, it was blue that had the thing. But I guess I'll go do the yellow thing first. Great, we've accessed Miss Jacobson's research data. I'm afraid the news isn't good. She didn't make much progress, it seems. In fact, what I'm seeing here is a series of failed experiments and reports, but we can use this as reference so we don't make the same mistakes. It's too bad that Miss Jacobson didn't feel she was contributing to the research. In her way, we could owe our own survival to her. Oh, there's a note here that just popped up. Ben, I'm so sorry for everything. I let you down. I let everybody down. I love you. That's sad. We found the research data on all the failed formula. That will help us avoid mistakes and increase the stability of the escape ship. Let's see what else we can find so we gain access to the core. Alrighty, so I need to go to the blue lab. Yes. I'm pretty sure the blue lab had the cards in them. Pretty sure. No, it was not the blue lab. Could have sworn it was the blue lab. Okay, Michelle. Could have sworn it was the blue. Well, it could have been the green lab, actually, now that I think about it. Or, I mean, the yellow, whatever. Was it? Yeah, yellow lab. Okay, Sarah. Happy birthday, Abra. Okay, Beth. Okay. August 2nd, 34. So, if it's year, date, month again, it would be, so I need to remember 02, there's 34, and August is the 8th, right? Yeah, so 8, 2, 3, 4. 8, 2, 3, 4. 8, 2, 3, 4. 8, 2, 3, 4. 8, 2, 3, 4. 8, 2, 3, 4. 8, 2, 3, 4. 8, 2, 3, 4. 8, 2, 3, 4. 8, 2, 3, 4. 8, 2, 3, 4. 8, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so yeah, 8, 2, 3, 4. Alright, let's do it. 8, 2, 3, 4. Excellent. His files contains a lot of data. He truly was an exceptional engineer. It looks like he was focused on retrofitting colony power systems to deal with Gene's increasing demands. Had to construct some ingenious workarounds so that the new energy source could be used. He really was at the forefront of what he was doing. It's too bad this tragedy had to be the impetus for all this innovation. I've initiated a security request now to the core. So we should be able to get to the core now. Ooh. Doesn't look too good. We've got the research data on how to tune the ship to best use the new energy source that should help us retrofit the escape ship. And as you probably heard, I've managed to gain access to the core. Okay. Alright, probably after this one, I'm gonna go. Exit. The bridge has extended. Revlo, what the fuck were you doing, bro? Research core. This place is a real mess, but it looks like there's an energy source there. And are there more bodies? Yes, they are. You found the body of R&D engineer Bin. He appears to have collapsed there. The position suggests he was clutching his chest. Because of the strange particulates in the air of this room, his body is fairly well preserved. I doubt there's a comfort. In his hand in the other half of that torn photo you found in his lab, the woman's face is visible in this half. It appears to be Beth Jacobson. Well, that's sad. I regret to inform you, Mo, that you have scanned the body of Resource Manager Jean. The position of the body suggests that he was thrown back by some kind of force. His spinal column is damaged, and a blow to the head is likely what killed him. Your scan also picked up the contents of a data recorder in Jean's pocket. It's a log. I'll transcribe it. Mugen has been dead for hours. Sonic vibrations and emissions from the sequencer probably exploded his heart. Not long now, Pierre, you damn fool. We were both so very wrong. But if you're still out there, what we made here, it should carry you a long way. I know you didn't give up despite everything. I hope you find this. There's suddenly a loud sound, and the recording stops there. I am so sorry, Mo. I understand if you need a moment before we move on. It seems Jean did his best after all, though he met with a tragic end. That's the first dead body of the people I've been talking to that I've found. That really freaking sucks. I was waiting to find one of their bodies somewhere. This must be the new energy source that the team was developing in these labs. By the looks of it, it's still stable. All the machinery in there must have been reconfigured to produce the single fuel cell, an incredible last-ditch effort. It is regrettable that Jean was not more forthcoming with the other colonists. Some of them likened him to a villain. However, he appeared to succeed in his task, even though most people did not know or understand his motivations. So I'm glad I didn't call him out on anything, because he was doing the correct thing. He was just doing about it in the wrong way, which happens a lot with people. So I'm glad I went middle ground with him. Well, that fuel cell will power the escape ship for a considerable amount of time, improving our chances of survival. When you're ready to leave, come on back home. Damn. Well, at least we got a fuel thing now. At least some good finally came out of these energy production facilities, even though it took all of this for it to happen. It's very difficult to pull much data from those remains, but they are human. Most of what should be there was likely been buried or blown away. The ongoing storms make retrieval of most things outdoors problematic. Still, I'd say those remains are about 2 years old. That would match the timeline of the events we discovered inside. These are likely the remains of Miss Ivanovic, or however I just pronounce that, Ivanovic. Oh, that means I'm probably going to talk to Jean tonight and let him know how he died. Damn, that sucks. That really, really sucks. I don't know what to say. Just come see me when you're ready, I suppose. I've synced your data from today. I'll refrain from passing on the news about what you found for now. I think it would be best if you delivered the news yourself in the Holosim chamber tonight. I don't want to, though. I don't want to do this. Am I gonna have to tell everyone how they've died as I go along? Shit. Good luck in there, Mo. I think it would be best to be tactful about this. Okay, but please explain to me how I can ever be tactful with this. Like, I'm literally telling a Holosim how this person that he has the memories of died. No, it's you. Listen, before you say anything, I really wanted to go over something as a way of soothing over what we... Wait, what is it? You look like something serious has happened. Come on, be honest with me. Found Jean. You found... Oh, I see. You found the other me. Judging by the look on your face, I assume the news isn't good. That's okay. I'm ready. Just tell me. I thought it wouldn't matter if this happened, but, well, I don't feel so great about it now. You know, inside. It feels like I feel almost sick. I don't know what I was thinking would happen, but somehow knowing that the other me is gone, that adds some real finality to all this. But, okay, let's think about this positively here. At least now we know. But please tell me, what was I doing out there in the lab? You did it. You mean solving the fuel problem? That's so good to hear, but I just can't help and think about all the others. We all had to do what was required, but the fact that they won't see the results of their work, it's terrible, truly terrible. No matter what anyone thought of me, I know that I respected and admired all of them. I only hope they understood that in those final moments. Well, now we can focus on what's important, taking this discovery and applying it to the work I'm doing here. If the other Gene and his team manage to create a newer, better energy source in those final days, you'll be all set. I just need to work with the AI to figure out how to modify the escape ship to accept the new source and regulate it. He must have known. He must have known that it wasn't possible to get everyone off, but if anyone could, it would be worth it. I'm confident now I can finish what I was brought here to do. Get you home safely, and that makes me so very happy. Well, he took that very well. Of course, you want to know how it will help you get back home. Let me explain. Since the current fuel system in the escape ship isn't functioning, you won't get very far, especially without energy. This new, better energy source is less volatile, and we can control it more finely to give an extra boost to the engines, you see? That will help counter the increasing gravity. It will also let you sip energy longer so the ship can travel farther without depleting. This is truly great news, but it came at such a high price. I am, however, so very happy that I can use this to help you now, Mo. The more time we've spent together these past weeks, the more I knew I wanted to do right by you. Past regrets. We did talk about that, didn't we? Since then, I've really been reconsidering a few things. My work here in this chamber has taught me something, that life is literally what you make of it. Attitude is everything. I always clung to regrets, to things I should have done, or should have said, and maybe that's why I did what I did in the caves. But in the end, it wasn't really regret that drove the other me, was it? It couldn't have been. You can't find drive like that in the past. No, it must have been hope. Just like I'm helping you now with everything that's going on around us, hope is driving me. Hope that you'll get off here and home safely. And I suppose hope that our work here will live on and be remembered. So really, I don't think I see things the way I used to. Too much has happened these past few weeks. Hey, Psych, how are you? Maybe telling them, yeah, I can imagine it's some kind of closure, but I would feel very conflicted. Like, because they already knew that they were dead, but finding out how they died and that they're obviously they're holograms, but they have the memories and the feelings, and like knowing how they died and what they did and stuff is just like, I don't know. I just feel like I would kind of freak me out pretty bad. Did you find out what happened to them? I knew that Ben and Beth had a thing, but they were always discreet about it. Some of the others weren't happy about it, I know. Ben was my number one. Without him, I couldn't do anything. Obviously, he followed me until the end. The real Gene, he probably didn't even realize the rift had opened up between them as a result of his single-mindedness. No. I destroyed so many lives. I was trying to do good, to help everybody, but I was so blind to everything around me. You've helped me see this fault in me, and now that I know, I won't make the same mistake again. Thank you, Mo. Because of you, I have renewed focus, a real perspective, and I'm going to use it to help you. Well, I suppose I should get to work on improving your escape ship. Time is running out, and we're so close. I'll be seeing you again soon, Mo. I just know it, and thanks again. Wow, Welcome back, Michelle. That was a lot. What is the uptime? Oh, damn. That was crazy. Crazy. Still storming. Well, how did it go? I didn't get much indication when syncing data with the HoloSim chamber this morning. It was fine. That is good news indeed. I would hate for our mission to be compromised when we're so close. We need to get you out there again while we still can. Please come see me in the core as soon as possible. I know finding your colleague like that yesterday was tough. There are 2 more areas I need you to visit, though. Please just plot a course in the shuttle bay when you're ready. Okay, unfortunately, I am going to end the stream here. I've been going for almost 5 hours now. I need to eat something and just kind of chill. I'll probably be hanging out in some streams tonight while playing some Pokemon. So I do apologize, that Michelle just got back and Psych just showed up. But yeah, so I'm going to get going. I hope you all have a really good night. Tomorrow I'm going to be hanging out with Zombie Fairy. I do not know what time I will be getting back, but if I don't get back too late, I will probably stream again. But it just depends. So, but I'll tweet out again. But yeah. It's okay. Bye, everyone. Have a good night.